line. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
as we all know, this is our
Thanks, Coach. Hey, y'all know I'm not big on speeches, man. But it is an honor to be going to battle with y'all. And I know I'm...
And of course, with all these diverse lineups, some stood out to you and us. And the next submission by Slump to Goat was a pretty decent lineup. Talk about it.
Chris, there's a lot of great cards here across the board, starters and the bench. You look at T-Mac, he's one of the best cards. Bol is one of the best cards. Earning Hakeem is definitely big for level 40. You got Tim Thomas, who's become a My Team legend this year. So this stood out to me as the best lineup that was submitted. So I
Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Durant. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Go get him.
And so here is Toronto. It's a 3-point game. To the right side. Siakam, a pass to VanVleet. The shot's good.
Fred VanVleet.
VanVleet's got 5 now.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Woo, scary thought.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile 1 drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
You want to build the best team, but sometimes you need a little bit of improvements across the board. So talk about this next submission by JuiceFan513.
This one needs a little bit of reshuffling, but I can see the vision. Glenn Rice should go into the shooting guard spot. Detlef Schrempf should go in the small forward spot. And I would recommend a card like Kevin Porter Jr. to hold down the point guard spot. And you can go
Well, in a new season, there are some players, Richard, that hit the ground running. And there are others, as you well know, that take a while to get going. Which, I know what camp you fell into, but what would you say? Did you take a while to get going, or were you ready to go?
No, it was both. There was one where it was like I struggled to get going and really get a rhythm, and there's others that I was just ready to go and locked in. As your environment changes, so does your success. And so sometimes as your environment changes, you got to figure out how to be successful in it.
Good insight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Bridges. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Durant against Dinwiddie. Outside Durant, 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Irving for 2. It's hauled in by Claxton.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Dinwiddie dishes to Simmons. Harris outside. Here's Dinwiddie. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Durant. Here's Claxton. First shot, first basket. He's out the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
For 3, Durant. Brooklyn with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. Well, it's something that only a handful of players have to deal with. Getting booed on draft night. Never a great feeling, but it can act as a motivator.
And hopefully, Greg, that's how MP has used it, as motivation. The player feels like they're in a losing situation. But MP is doing everything he can to win over the fans. Here's Dinwiddie. No good. Good D by Wood. Goes up. And then Durant with the jam.
Look at Wood finding ways to contribute. Sees an open man and drops a dime.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to catch up with that Nets head coach. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David. So it's the Mavericks now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Shoots from 12. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The Nets with the lead.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here is McGee. Pass to Doncic. He kicks it to Durant. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got 8 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Passes it to O'Neal. Pass to Thomas. To the wing on the left. Here's Sumner. Guarded by Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
In the corner, Powell with it. Doncic outside. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry kicks to Thomas. The shot that time, not on target.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
That's the end of the first
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second.
substitution on the court.
He had 13 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardy, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Durant subbed in for Luka Doncic. So for Brooklyn now, O'Neal is out there with Simmons. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. O'Neal up top. He's guarded by Bullock. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world.
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side. Right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Durant, the pass to Hardy. Curry against Durant. Green kicks to Durant. From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Nets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Sumner, no good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Here's Thomas. His last outing, he had 18 points. From deep. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
They've got Christian Wood. Kyrie Irving is out there with MP. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Inside, Bridges kicks to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No good there. Good D by Wood. Mavericks trail by 4.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Good on the triple. Irving's got 11 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
The pass to Claxton. Now Dinwiddie from past the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
3 points.
Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Hardaway finds Durant. Back to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. For the lead. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the middle. And he makes good on the layup. 6 points for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Durant against Dinwiddie. Durant, the pass to Wood. Back to Durant. For the tie. That's a basket. He is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range? And the question for the Mavs is how do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And the Mavericks call time here. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside Thomas. Curry outside. Bullock with the rebound. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And Durant launches from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And he comes up with the deuce.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Mavericks trailing. Outside Durant from deep. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. And that one is hammered home.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Doncic passes to Durant. From deep three-point range, knocks down the 3-ball. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Outside Curry. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Durant launches from deep. They get it again. From deep. That one, no good. There's Thomas with the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we finish the third quarter, it's real close. Both teams trading baskets.
52.
Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Jason Kidd moments ago in his huddle getting everyone focused and amped up to take on these next few moments.
Yeah, and an emphasis really on forcing stops. Something Coach did very well back in his day when he was playing. Let's see if they can live up to his expectations.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Bridges. Simmons is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Right side Hardaway. Durant way outside. A new 14 for the Mavericks. This one for 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. Passes it to Claxton.
Switch.
Kleber with the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Down low. Stolen. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Here's Dinwiddie. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Durant for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Harris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Mavericks trail by 3. Irving dishes to Durant. Back to Irving. To tie it up. Not gonna go that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Durant, the pass to Irving. Fires the 3. No good from Durant.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Foul. Maxi Kleber. First personal foul. First team foul.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.